So what color is the sun? You would probably say that it is yellow. And in that case, you would probably be wrong. The sun is not yellow. In fact, the sun is white. This drawing is more accurate than you originally thought. Oh, but I know what you're thinking. What about the pictures that you see from space of the sun? Like this one. Well, that looks pretty orange, pretty yellow to me. It definitely doesn't look white. There's a problem with this though. This picture was not taken using visible light. It was taken using ultraviolet light and colored later to be this kind of orange-yellow color. I would assume that they colored it this way just because it's what more people are familiar with. If you were to go to space and take a picture of the sun using visible light, this is what it would look like. Pretty weird, right? Not what you're used to anyways. But why does the sun look yellow when you're on the surface of the Earth? That is a great question, and one that I'm going to take a second to explain. So there's something you need to understand about light. Light is a form of electromagnetic radiation, and all types of electromagnetic radiation have wavelengths. However, different colors have different wavelengths. Colors like orange, yellow, and red, they have pretty long wavelengths, you know? That's pretty nice, okay? But colors like blue and violet. This marker sucks. Yeah, you can kind of see. It's much shorter wavelengths is what I'm trying to say. And this is important, as you'll see in a second. So this is you, and you're hanging out on Earth, and you're wearing those special glasses that you can wear to look at the solar eclipse. But there's no solar eclipse today. You're just looking at the sun. And it doesn't look very white to you. It looks pretty yellow, and there's a reason for why that is. In order for white light to look white, it needs to have a pretty equal amount of every other color. That's just how white light is made. And the sun, it produces about an equal amount of each color. But a funny thing happens when the sunlight reaches the Earth's atmosphere. It'll come down here and it'll reach an air molecule. And something funny happens when the light kind of interacts with this molecule. The light will be absorbed and then re-emitted, but it won't be re-emitted in the same exact direction. It'll be kind of scattered in a different direction. And the funny thing is, light with shorter wavelengths gets scattered more. So, let's say blue, it has a pretty short wavelengths. It probably gets scattered way over here. Whereas a color like red, it's actually pink, but don't worry about it. It doesn't get scattered that much. So what you end up seeing a lot more red, orange, and yellow, and a lot less blue, violet, and green. And that's what makes the sun appear yellow. Because you don't see all of these colors equally. You see more of the colors with longer wavelengths, like yellow. And it just happens to come to the point where it's yellow. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And this kind of effect is also why the sky is blue. Let me explain. So imagine that there's some air molecule that's not directly in between the sun, where is it? The sun and you. So there's an air molecule that's way off to the side, like over here. Right? Well, the sun's light is still going to come over here. Bam, interact with this molecule. And the same thing is going to happen. More blue light is going to be scattered, and less red, orange, and yellow light is going to be scattered. So it's just going to so happen that more blue light is going to be scattered in your direction. And you're going to see the sky as blue. Wait, I hear you asking. Wait, I hear you asking. Doesn't violet have a shorter wavelength than blue? And yes, it does. And don't light with shorter wavelengths get scattered more? And yes, it does. So why isn't more violet light scattered to your eye? Why doesn't the sky appear violet, essentially, is what I'm asking. And the answer is that, well, back when I said that the sun produces an equal amount of each color, that wasn't exactly true. It's a little bit different. It's negligible across most colors, but the sun particularly produces less violet. And also, human eyes are just happen to be less sensitive to the violet color. Well, there you go. That's the explanation that I have anyways. I hope I gave a good enough explanation for everyone to understand. If not, I'm sorry. I tried. But there you go, the sun is white and the sky is blue. Okay, yeah, I think that's okay.